this kind of hits home for me in a way.
Mm.
I had a foursome with my fiance and two friends.
Whoa, how does this hit home?
Kind of. So this hits home for me because my first threesome was one that I didn't have a good experience in.
Mm,
And so I'll read this person. They had a foursome and they didn't have a good experience.
mhm.
So I will be using he or she as the other couple.
Okay.
Let me see how long this is because this will like, okay, it's not long. So we have been talking to this couple for over a month at this point. We want we went to meet them last weekend finally.
Mhm.
That night we started to mess around. The girls wanted to switch after about 10 minutes. We switched. The girl started giving me a blowjob and then I ate her. Okay, I think I go into too much detail here. So I'm just
Yep.
she says she wanted to
Oh Lord.
fund Uncle
Oh,
Charlie kick me.
oh my gosh.
I stopped to oblige her. And I went completely limp in the first 6 seconds of transition. In the 6 seconds of transition, damn. We have all been open about nervousness and anxiety about it all, using condoms, even getting to know each other. I feel
Mm,
like going limp for the first time in my life, him being longer than I am, her not being my fiance, and being stoned and being nervous was a cocktail for it all.
mm,
Like I went up to the car and I cried about it a few minutes after we got dressed.
uh-huh.
Aw. The next day after we all talked and tried fooling around again, I went limp halfway through because of nerves still. When my fiance and I got home the next day, we started talking about everything one on one. We have
Mhm.
honestly shown each other a lot more care and affection since then. Like we have an unspoken connection with each other after 5 years.
Mhm.
We were meeting up with them this coming weekend. We are meeting up with them this coming weekend, just trying as friends, and I am even more nervous if someone flirts and starts things that I won't be able to perform. We want to do this, but I need to get out of my head. Any suggestions?
Uh, Bro, that's wild.
Yeah. So let me just talk about my first threesome. So my first threesome was I was drunk, uh, and I kind of couldn't get into it. I think maybe for the same reason as this person, like partially from seeing another guy naked,
Mm,
partially from seeing another guy bigger than me,
mm,
and it just felt kind of awkward. I started to get into my head a lot, thinking too much about everything except for what we were doing, and then that kind of put me out the mood.
mm.
And then as I struggled to get back into the mood, I would get in and then out, in and out, in and out, in and out the mood. So it made the experience not so great. But I just was like the little train that could. I
Yeah.
just tried and tried again until I got used to it.
Oh man.
Because at the end of the day, I felt like so I'm the kind of person, right? I always feel like I need to be in control
Mm,
of at least myself.
yeah.
So when I couldn't like stay in the mood, I was like, I have to like conquer this. Like even if I never enjoy it fully, I have to at least be able to do this.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of like my motivation.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you know, I would say I probably would never do that again. Like, well, I probably would. I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings. Let's put it that way. Like
Mm,
on one hand, I feel like I probably would never do that again. Like I would never have done it if I had the choice.
mhm.
But on the other hand, it was a good experience. And it's a nice story to tell.
Gotcha.
What would be your advice to this guy?
Um, it seems like you should just stick to more so vanilla stuff because I would say try doing things without any substance or anything like clouding you. So like no alcohol, no drugs, anything. Just try and do it regular and see how you feel. And if you can't do it,
Yeah,
then it's not for you. It don't have to be for you. You don't have to
yeah,
do these things. I mean, I know most guys fantasize about doing it, but they only think about themselves. They don't think about what if your wife or your girlfriend wants another guy. Now you have to think, can I handle seeing another guy, being another guy there? Like you have to think about all the possible options. And if you can't, then you shouldn't because it's not fair at the end.
yeah,
But this doesn't seem like somebody's fan. It does seem like a group of people come together to have fun together. And
Yeah,
even then, maybe you could just stick to your girl and that's it because the problem only came about when you have to switch. So you could just be there and just watch her have fun.
true. Yeah, I think that's true. Like on one hand, um, I think maybe it might not be for him because obviously, like, I don't think he had a problem with his girlfriend or his fiance doing it with the other guy. He doesn't seem to have a problem with that per se.
No.
He has a problem with his own performance with the other person.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we can't only look at him from the other person perspective. They probably feeling really disappointed because now their
Hmm.
person is having fun and they just they're like waiting for this limp dick to.
Whoa, whoa, what's new, pussycat?
I just feel from her perspective. Maybe she's not like me. Maybe she's actually very like patient. I
Oh
don't know.
my goodness.
But a lot of, I don't feel like women are very patient a lot of times. They're probably judging him like,
Now when it comes to that, they try and
yeah,
get
I feel like she,
theirs.
yeah, I feel like she might be judging him a little bit too. But she probably like, man, this dude just ruining this experience for me because he can't get it up.
Yeah.
And my guy over there having the time of his life, and I over here
Like, just going
bored.
crazy.
Yeah. So from her perspective, that probably getting in his head too. To be fair, he probably like thinking about that too. Like, damn, I ruining the experience for her as well.
So then what about the other two? They just over there just having the time like, blah, give me some water, blah. That's like good.
She turned it back and looking at her
Like
husband like,
y'all good? Okay. That's crazy.
oh damn. But he said that when they got home, they talk about it, and she's been very like nurturing and sensitive about it. So it doesn't seem like she's like calloused about it.
It's not colors to enjoy yourself. You just don't worry about him.
Well, I would say if I was, I don't know, man. I feel like if you don't like it, you should just stop doing it.
Yeah, just watch and just wait.
Yeah, or maybe go to a different room or something with just you and the girl.
No, because just being with the girl is a problem too.
Well, he said that he feel like the other guy was bigger than him
Yeah, but he
as
also
well.
said the girl is not his fiance, so I guess he's not attracted to her in that way.
Oh, you know something, dude? Some people need emotions to have sex,
Like what I
and I
said.
think that's what he is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, no. I'm not like that. But what I said is that
Okay, I
because
guess I tried.
if I was there, no, you're right. But I was saying for what I just said, like me, I didn't mean like me. Because it's for me. If I was saying that, I'm game.
Oh, I would have. Well, nowadays I would be game. Back in the day when I first started, I probably would have been like the same as him. But I think nowadays I probably, well, with my wife, definitely not. No, I could only do it with a girl that I'm like dating. I can't do it with somebody I'm married to. I don't think I could either do it with somebody I'm not even dating actually.
You just
I
backtracking this
can't
whole time.
I can't do it with somebody who I'm in a romantic relationship with. I
Like
could probably do it with
not
somebody who
somebody
I'm
I
in.
know, not even a
No,
human.
no,
Like
no, 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 wait. I can't even do. No, just kidding. But
you're extraterrestrial. Oh
it
man.
has to be an inanimate object. I'm just kidding. But
Wow.
I could not do it with a romantic partner. I have to do it with somebody maybe like I'm friends with benefits with, or just somebody I don't really care about. That's the only way I
So
could do it.
now this brings up the Madonna horror complex
Hmm.
that we talked about, where people save the dirty, nasty stuff for the side pieces, and they can't do this with their partner because their partner is held in a much higher esteem.
It's not that they're held in higher esteem for me.
Hmm.
It's more so that I have an emotional connection with them
Hmm.
and I feel more possessive of them.
Hmm.
So because I feel more possessive of them, I'm not good at sharing. I'm not a sharer.
Gotcha.
Whereas this other person, I feel like they're free to do whatever they want. I'm free to do whatever I want. So it's fine to do it with them.
Yeah.
That's more so like my thought process with that.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I would feel like if they leave me, I wouldn't be hurt. Whereas if my girlfriend or romantic partner or whatever leaves me, that would be like a big pain because I actually have a lot of emotional investment in that person.
So it feels like, oh my gosh, the bots are back. But anyways, um, I feel like something is not right in me then because I don't necessarily feel that most of the time at all.
I don't think that means anything is wrong with you. I feel like people exist on a spectrum, you know? Some people need, that's like saying like something wrong with me because I don't necessarily need emotional connection to someone to have sex with them.
Hmm.
That's not necessarily true because at the end of the day, some people need a lot of emotional connection. Some people need even less than me. So I feel like for you, it's more so like some people are probably just okay with being polyamorous or in poly relationships, and then other people are more for monogamy,
Hmm.
and then there's in between. And maybe you're just on the other end of the polyamory spectrum where you're okay with your partner being with other people, or you don't get jealous or whatever because you're just okay with polyamory and that kind of stuff.
But more along the lines of thinking, well, if they leave me, I won't feel bad. But I think I feel that way most of the time.
Mm.
And I think
Well,
it
again,
may be trauma from being left so many times for not doing anything wrong at all.
it could be that too. It could be trauma, or it could just be how you are. It's kind of hard to know. Like, is the egg before the chicken?
Hmm.
You know? I think in your case it might be trauma, just because I know like your history.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be something you have to talk to a psychiatrist about. You know, but yeah, I feel bad for this guy. I kind of know what he experiencing.
Hmm.
If I was in his shoes, I would probably just keep doing it until I got used to it.
Try 6 times.
Yeah, you gotta at least try everything 6 times.